Hi, my name is Charmaine. Pharmacy beauty influencer just for about 2 months, I think. Um, so yeah, I just kind of wanted to say hi, pop on, introduce myself, um, and do some makeup a little bit while I've got a minute. I've seen that a lot of people are nervous. Hi, Brittany. Hi, is it Yesenia? I don't know how to say your name. I love your posts, but I don't know how to say your name. um, but a lot of people are really nervous about lives, me totally included. And I have definitely, so I'm new to direct sales, and I listen to the advice that's given by our uplines. And that's one of the things that I love about our pharmacy group is that everyone actually has. Oh, here comes my daughter. So everyone is willing to give information. So even with me being super new and not really knowing what I'm doing, I'm taking the advice of the people around me who. And this is Elena. So I figured I'm a hot mess mom today. So I figured that it was a good time to kind of pop up on a live and talk to everyone about the fact that lives are nerve-wracking. Lives are super nerve-wracking. Elena here is not even 3 yet. And then I've got Connor, who's our newborn, sleeping here in my arms. And so what everyone says is that, yes, going live is really good. And I have noticed that with being new to lives and being new to being open on Facebook and with direct sales, that I have gotten a lot of feedback from people who I don't know, people popping on who are interested in pharmacy and the pharmacy opportunity, who have either watched my live videos or that have watched my stories. And I get messages from people and they're like, hey, so I've noticed, I've seen you, talk to me about pharmacy, which I think is really cool. I get super nervous right before. Hi, Pam. Hi, Courtney. I get super nervous listening or right before I hit that live button. Even to pop on here, I'm like, okay, hi, Kayla. I have never gone live in a group before. But this is kind of one of my classic lives, is that a lot of people, especially with kids, this is a live with kids. So one of the great things about pharmacy is, and you're Elena. Yep. So one of the great things about pharmacy and being able to, and that's your rope, is that being able to work from home, you really get to make your own schedule. You get to work on your own time, which works best for you. And I know I put in my title that I was going to do some makeup, but I don't know. So you're getting the bare-faced beauty that I am. Blemishes and all, but the cool thing is that when you have blemishes, when you have some acne, it shows off the power of your makeup even more. Which gets people's attention, because just like a going live, people want to strive for that perfection. They want to, have like the perfect live, the perfect setup. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Shayna. And I am the same way. Like, I always kind of wait for that perfect storm to kind of hit to be able to go live. And in my life, and with being a stay-at-home mom right now with 2 young kids, oh, Shayna, you're so sweet. It's me being able to work when I can. I'm on maternity leave from my other job, so I'll start back up with my other job soon, in a couple months, maybe. But that's one of the great things about this whole pharmacy thing is, being able to work at your own schedule and not having that perfect live where you've got kids coming in who she was busy, she was watching a show, she was happy, we just finished lunch. So it should have been that perfect storm to be able to pop on for a few minutes, but just like picking up the phone, making a phone call, all of a sudden your kids are there. Would you please stop yelling? Thank you, darling. It just doesn't necessarily happen, but from what other people have told me, and when I've opened up and I've expressed the fact that I get nervous with my kids popping on, it's not my perfect live that I would hope for, but that is what makes you real to people. That is what makes you relatable to other people. The fact that, people can pop on and, you know, they don't necessarily, you know, have that perfect live either. And I just want to encourage you to fight through your nervousness or whatever's maybe holding you back from, well, what if I can't have that perfect live? And from what everyone else that I've talked to who I've opened up and I'm like, hey, I'm nervous about this. I'm not sure if I can, you know, make it happen today. A lot of other people are really nervous too. They have to pause and take a couple of deep breaths and collect themselves before they actually like pop on to their live and start everything. So, oh, Brittany, boss mom, and Courtney, I feel this so much. It's true. And, you know, I've opened up to a couple of different pharmacy people. And Shayna, my dog started barking as soon as I went live today. Exactly. Like as soon as we get busy trying to do something for ourselves, something pops on. And we just have to fight through that fear of what ifs and, you know, it may not work out the way that I want it to. When other people are watching your replay and when other people are seeing what you're doing, they're seeing the fact that you're multitasking, that you're being successful, or that you're at least trying, and you've got screaming kids in the back, all of a sudden they're jumping on the bed, which they know they're not supposed to do. Am I right? Come on. As soon as I get busy or I make a phone call, I've got my kids, all of a sudden they're like breaking all the rules that they know they're not supposed to do. And on the live video, I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's judging me. Like, I swear I have good children, but it is what it is. And other people relate to that. They see the realness in your lives and they're like, well, if she can do it, I can do it too. I can multitask like that. And it encourages other people. It makes them show that you don't have to be perfect at makeup and you don't have to have the perfect life in order to be successful or open yourself up to direct sales. That vulnerability, and this is what other people have told me too, it's that vulnerability that makes you relatable, that makes people want to jump in and say, hey, I feel like I can talk to you. I feel like I can open up to you. I have questions about this pharmacy thing. I see what you're doing. Maybe I can do this too. And I saw some comments up here. Heather, I have to sit and pray before I hit that live button. Pam, this is my fear. Videos, and it's not kids. I'm older. So yes, I have to collect myself, and it's hard not to talk myself out of going lives. And I was actually just totally talking to another influencer about this last night, even about how it's hard not to talk yourself out of it. You know, oh, I haven't done my hair. I haven't showered today. Everything in my life is going stressful. Today's not working out. This is, if you want to really put an effort into doing this, it's about consistency, whether you're new to direct sales or whether you're, you know, not new, but it's a matter of beating your brain and beating those fears and saying, I can do this. You know, whether it's praying, taking that deep breath and just collecting your nerves and hitting that live button. Like the first time I was a sweating mess, and I'm not going to lie, I'm actually still a sweating mess, pretty dang glistening here. But everyone feels that way. You are not alone when you are worried about going live. And there are people who are successful at this business without going live. But I have seen from personal experience that the extra exposure you get from going live and being public and people hearing your excitement and seeing your excitement to talk about these products. And when they actually see, like, you know, I could throw on, maybe I'll do that. Elena left the room, so maybe I'll actually try and put on some makeup. You know, it makes a huge difference. That vulnerability makes you approachable. And Pam, you know, we all have those problems. I mean, with me, it's kids. Like, it's hard not to think about if I didn't have kids or if, you know, I had 15 minutes where, you know, they were sleeping. My girl, she doesn't nap. Him, well, he's 3 weeks old, so he naps on and off. But it's, you know, just beating those fears. We can all do it. Like Shayna said, her dog's barking. And I've seen some other lives where all of a sudden their dogs are whining. Did they take the hat? Daddy, take the hat. Oh my goodness. She's watching Scooby-Doo right now. So I just actually threw on some primer, and now I'm going to rock some CC, doing just a quick face. But these live videos, the more that you do them, they get easier. I mean, there's always different complications and different things that you need to face with these lives, but I promise you, they do get easier. Not that you're not going to be nervous. And I'm not going to reach for a brush, but the CC cream, I'm just going to rub it on my face. Yes, being relatable, and you can do this. Brittany, we talked about this. Like, it makes a huge difference just to fight those fears, pop on, rock your live, and other people will see it. Other people will be like, oh my gosh, like, I can do this too. It really does just make a huge, huge difference to other people. And it will to your business too. And you'll be surprised that as you conquer your fears and as you're able to hit that live button more and more, how much more your confidence goes up. And that's something that I truly do love about Farmasi so far, is I've kind of found a part of myself and a confidence in myself that I didn't really know existed. And that's really cool. So I found that with lives and with direct sales kind of in general, it's mostly about getting through your own self, your own insecurities, your own doubt. You're seeing other people do this, and it's hard not to want to compare and give yourself excuses, but fight through those excuses. You can do it. You really, really can. And I've been a hot mess of a mom today, and I was like, should I pop on this live? Should I not? I'm not really sure. And I was starting to talk myself out of it. Like, I even had to send a message, and I'm like, all right, how do we go live in another page? I've never done this before. I don't really know what to do. How should I do this? And then, see, boom, like, all of a sudden the CC cream helped a lot. So I really just want to pop on and tell you guys, you can do this. These lives, they're scary, they are intimidating, but it helps you out so much. Transparent powder. It really does help out the business. It really does help to boost your confidence. And I've actually found that it's fun, especially because I am home with my kids and I don't get a whole lot of adult interaction. I'm putting on some makeup, dearie, and I'm talking to people. It actually gives me some adult interaction. People pop on, people you don't know, and that's, I think, been really cool. And the fact that it makes you realize people are watching. Oh, excuse me. People are watching, and that's actually been super duper cool. They're watching, they're listening, and I haven't had many friends yet who have kind of popped on the Farmasi bandwagon. I've had a couple who have asked me, but most of the interest that I've gotten from people, a little bit of bronzer, most of the interest that I've gotten, here you go, darling, you can have this. Okay, here. Is all from people who are watching the lives, who find it relatable. So I'm just really wanting to encourage you guys. Baby, here, you can take this. Don't let the lives stop you. Don't let the excuses stop you. You can do this. I totally promise you can. And so that's kind of why I wanted to pop on, is because I am a great example of a hot mess of a mom, and I could have come up with different excuses as to why I didn't want to pop on and why I didn't want to go live. And I did in my head. Don't think that I didn't, but I was like, I'm not going to let my doubt and my fear beat me. I'm going to pop on. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try and commit and rock to this as much as I can, because deep down, I really do want this Farmasi thing to work. I am planning on going back to work here soon, but if I don't have to work as much, or if I am able to grow my business so that I maybe don't even have to go back to work, that would be awesome. That is my goal. That's kind of why I'm here, for adult interaction and making sure she's not breaking my new bronzer. For adult interaction, that confidence boost. The group of ladies here that are all a part of this Farmasi thing are amazing. They are uplifting. If you're having a bad day, if you find someone that you can talk to, they help to talk you out of it. And that's awesome. People help you grow. This is not a scary team. The people here, I've actually been able to look at them and say, or not look at them, because I'm actually not near many of them. Brittany. I'm so proud of you. If you're checking out these comments, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is the group of people that we're surrounded by. People saying, I'm proud of you, hearts, like, hi, beautiful mama, and things like that when I'm feeling like a yucky, blemishy, hot mess sort of thing. The group of people on here are amazing. They're incredible. I don't know where my eyebrow brush went, so I'm actually using a little lip brush. But these people are amazing and uplifting, and if you go out on a limb and you give this a try and you beat your insecurities and you say, I got this, like, you know, I've got screaming kids in the background. I can't tell you how many imperfect live that I've actually had where, like, my dogs are going crazy, and I've got not just the dog, I've got the cat, I've got Elena, they're all wrestling on the bed in the background, and yet I'm like, I leave that, you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so stressful, that was crazy, I don't know if I can handle this. Then all of a sudden I get a message from someone, and they're like, hey, I saw your live and I really liked it, and you're like, what? But then they find you relatable, and that's awesome. Little bit of coffee brown. I actually did a live yesterday. I did an unboxing, and I was like, my daughter's busy, Connor is sleeping, I'm going to pop on real fast. So I popped on super fast, and that came out way too dark. But anyway, I popped on super fast. I was like, okay, I can do this real fast. Connor starts to cry. I can hear him fussing in the back, and I'm like, oh man. And so I'm instantly like hard on myself, and I'm like, oh gosh, that was not what I wanted. That was not what I was hoping for. So I go and I get him, and I'm like, gosh, and I'm live too. So I'm going to go and get him while I'm live, and I bring him in, and he's crying, and he is fussy. He wants to nurse. And I'm like, all right, that's not happening on live. And so I'm feeling really bad. And, you know, I finish up with the live super quick. It was not what I pictured in my head. And so I messaged Sable, my upline, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was really embarrassing. And she's like, no, girl, you handled it like a champ. You handled it like a mom boss. And so whether your interruptions and you feel that you are some pink glow cream eyeshadow and you're feeling like you can't do this, or, you know, there's going to be interruptions and it's not going to be perfect, it's okay. Everyone else sees it. And I've seen so many other lives where, you know, like Shayna was saying, and I've seen on some of Brittany's, that like, yes, the dogs are barking, your animals are going crazy, kids are popping in. It's cute. Actually, like when I'm watching other people's lives and their kids are popping in, or you see their real life, you get excited. Like all of a sudden I'm like, I've got a dog like that too. Oh, really? Please don't put that in my bronzer. Why? You know, and it does. It makes you just more relatable. People like it. People love it. So as nervous as you are, do it. Well, I mean, what's the harm that's going to hurt? Pam, thank you for the inspiration and being you. Judy, hi Charmaine. Hi Judy. And it's just something that I've really learned. I never went live. I was always nervous about it. And just from being able to open up to other influencers and feeling like I can talk to them and tell them like my worries, my insecurities and stuff like that, it's helped my confidence a lot. Like I can pop up here and just say, hey. So even if you're feeling nervous, even if you're worried that these lives aren't going to work or they're not going to do anything for you, try it out. That's just what I'm saying, is just give it a try, because what's the worst that's going to happen? You know, and people are here to support you. People are going to help make you feel more confident. And that, honestly, I think that's one of the biggest things that you can get out of doing something like this, is you don't realize how much confidence you can actually gain from putting yourself out there and getting those positive responses, you know, from the group of people all on here, people watching, people who are going to catch that replay, who are watching you, and you're like, I'm not, you know, you'll talk yourself down. I'm not an inspiration. I can't do this, but you can. And when you start doing it, you'll start to realize that you're an inspiration to other people. I had never once been told by anybody that I inspired them until I started to do this. Never once. I had never had anyone pop in and, send me a random text message or send me a PM and say, I saw your picture and you're so brave and you did such a good job, and different things like that. And it's made a huge difference in my confidence level, especially because I'm home, especially because I'm not out working, I'm not out earning a paycheck, but I am making this work. And because of Farmasi, I am bringing home money, which does help with my self-esteem. So fight those fears, folks. Fight those fears, do it, and you'll see it pay off. So if you're nervous, talk to someone about it. If you're worried that you are going to do a live and embarrass yourself, talk to someone about it. See if you can get someone that you're comfortable with to pop up on your live so that you have someone to talk to, so that you have someone to help ease the tension and everything. So those are just my words of advice. So, oh, you want some of this? So I mean, I'm sure that there's people who would watch this and go, oh goodness, children, but that's my life, So give it a try. Go live at least once. I really, really encourage it. You can do it. Do your thing. Rock at it. Don't be afraid of your life or what other people are going to say. Own it. Own it 100%. You rock. The amazing abilities of a multitasking mom. And we all got that. We can all multitask like this. We really, really can. Whether you've got cats running and chasing each other in the background. You want this? Yes. Okay, you can have it. I don't know what brown one you're talking about. But seriously, just do it. Just do it. I really, really encourage it. It's really not as bad as your mind makes you think that it is. So thank you very much for popping on. Send anyone a PM, comment on the thread, talk to people about your fears, open up, and you'll see that you're not alone. Everyone else has these same fears too. So have a great day, everyone.